Hey guys, I want to share a couple of things with you. When I had a model home, I had a really unique open floor plan that people liked. It could become a two-story, a story and a half, which is a master on the main floor, or a ranch. So when they came into it, they could make changes, but they always loved the core house. So I'm going to take you through and show you the number of homes that I built off that plan, and this was probably over 20 years ago, and how every one, if you saw the house, you would swear every one is different, but the inside has the same core floor plan, but the exteriors look totally different. So we'll go through. You guys let me know at the end which home you like the best. All right, this home is a Colorado style, and that's what they wanted. So we incorporated a lot of the cedar into it, stone, and there's a big wraparound porch. So the house actually is one of a kind in the neighborhood. Some of these other builders look the same brick and stone, gets tired. It's the same look over and over again. We want something that lasts the test of time. So this one here is probably close to 20 years old, and it still looks great. All right, guys, house number two. This one had a lot such that it allowed us to stretch the house out and put a rear load garage. You know, it's nice to not have your garages to be the front of your house, be showcased. If you can get them out of the way, like we were able to here, it does two things. It adds more interest, which they have a gate now, but also it makes your house look bigger. And so sometimes I've had to deal with the tax guy, proving that the house just looks expensive. It didn't cost a bunch because it's mostly garage we're looking at. What do you think? This house here is a two-story. All the bedrooms are upstairs. This does back up to kind of a busy street, but there's a huge stone fence in the back. A lot of times what we do is we'll put a water feature in the back so the sound of water drowns out the sounds of the cars. So that's something to consider. Okay, this is house number three. This is also another two-story. And again, the same plan. But what I was doing is I love the look of copper, but then when it patinas, it turns green. A lot of people didn't like that, so this metal roof up there is a kind of a copper clad. It's not real copper, but it always has that same look. And you can see the landscaping is just really overgrown. It looks awesome. Here, again, we did what we call like a side load garage. You have this nice circular drive up to the front, so your guests pull up, have a nice arrival to the front porch, but the homeowner gets to drive around back. And because we kind of put an angle to the garage, it makes a three-car garage really almost a four-car, because you have a lot of extra space in that triangle space, if you will. So later on, they added a nice gate to the entrance to come around to the back, which is just a nice feature. It's not really necessary, but it makes for a real nice arrival. And it also sends your guests to the front door instead of around to the back. Yeah, so as what's nice, well, obviously they have the gate open and close on whenever they want, but you come around back with the oversized garage doors. We always go 8 foot tall with our garage doors and 18 foot wide. A lot of garages are only 7 foot tall, 16 foot wide. Just go the extra 16 to 18 and that extra foot higher to 8 foot. You will love it. Oh, another project we did after they moved in is we came in, and they don't have a very big backyard. It was probably, I don't know, 35 maybe feet deep, but we added this huge island right here for hanging out, barbecue grill, added a fire pit, and the water feature is something we talk about. That really adds a really nice ambiance in here. But they go to up in Montana and Wyoming, and these big resorts have these beautiful fire pits that people can sit around, so they wanted to duplicate that right here in their backyard. And this is something we did probably 3 or 4 years ago, and it looks fantastic. This is a great place to hang out, even though you got a neighbor right there with all the trees. They disappear. All right, in the neighborhood, they're very careful about homes not looking the same. So this went back to a ranch. This is a very traditional all brick ranch. Again, the same floor plan, and you can hardly tell. This one has a side load garage, so you just pull up, go into the side, but that really makes the front of the house look beautiful. Let me know if you like this style. It's very traditional. So this is another home that we did, had a unique lot where we're able to put a carport on it. They could have had a master bedroom on the main floor, but they opted to put a media room in. And that's what was so nice about this floor plan, is that it was kind of simple and square, but open, and then you could add and take away things. So because the staircase was kind of in the middle of the house, we never really put them on the back of the house because you block views. The front door is kind of nice, but where we positioned it, it allowed you to design rooms above and below. So this could be a ranch. And again, the garages are around behind. We went all brick on the front and then siding on the back to keep the cost down. So this, again, is a timeless look. And if we go across the street, I did this one as well, no carport. And again, these homes are 20, 25 years old. So you can tell by the trees. We build in cornfields out here. So when we build these homes, there was not a tree in sight, and the big circular drive, and then a kind of a side load garage again. So the homeowner has their driveway, so no one's parking in front of their garages. But this, again, is beautiful. And we're starting to see people take the red brick. Let me know if you like this idea. And then they're painting it white. I've heard some people don't really care for that look, but you can update and modernize these old red brick style houses with paint. So let me know if you like that idea. So over about 25 years ago, I built I think it's my second model home in this neighborhood. It was just getting started. There was a lot of big homes built. This is the address and the neighborhood to live in if you're in the Omaha area. There was a lot of old style homes midtown, but this is what they call West Omaha. I built this house right here too. This was for an older couple that just didn't want a great big house, but they wanted to look like a cottage, and we did. So anyway, this has 2 phases. This neighborhood has probably 200 plus homes, and I built probably 35 to 40 of those through the years with that model home floor plan. And it was very successful because I found people really want to touch and feel and see what they're getting. It's hard to build a home starting from scratch with a floor plan and maybe not ever seeing the house before. So I'm going to take you to another house that's all stucco. It was for, a lot of doctors live in here, executives. So it's very nice, exclusive. They have walkways, but every home looks different, and there's not really the same home in here twice, even though I have a similar, the floor plan has been repeated, but the exteriors that you drive by, nobody would ever know. Even the people buying these houses believe that they had an original plan because we made it so unique to them. So let me make another stop here and show you a few more along the way. That one there I built. There's getting a whole new roof.
You say it's important to update them.
Yeah.
Where it stands.
Yeah, can you see it? I don't know. It's I could pull in.
The office style.
Let me pull in here. So, okay, real quick. I'll just say it's Da Vinci. Yeah, look at that. Okay, here is another plan. Well, the same plan, but we made it into a ranch, and it really looks like the model colors that I had started with. But as you know, in this Midwest, we get lots of storms, and this house went through some hailstorms, high winds, and they're putting on what they call a Da Vinci roof. That is like a plastic type material, but it looks like slate. It's awesome, very expensive, and it should last, I think, a lifetime. I don't know, maybe a lifetime's 30 years. Okay, so this is a home that I built as a spec. A spec home means you're building it with nobody in mind. You don't have a buyer. So I felt very confident and strongly enough in the design of my model home and what we're doing. And then we created, this stone is really new for that time period. And so it's a timeless look. It's kind of a French country, I suppose. This house has sold a couple of times, and you can see on this roof, we put real copper because it's starting to patina. And that patina is that greenish color. So let me know if you like the real copper that stays copper looking, or do you like it when it starts to fade out and look green like that? This house has been very successful. It's probably sold 2 or 3 times, and it doesn't stay on the market very long. Okay, so this home is all stucco. And again, believe it or not, same floor plan. What makes it look even bigger is that it's a wraparound behind the garage. These people have gates as well. Seems to be a theme in the neighborhood. That's a 4-car garage. That is the concrete roof tiles, which we're starting to get away from because they thought they would last a lifetime. They didn't, just like that last house we saw. They're taking those off and putting Da Vinci on. So all stucco, and it's the real thing. It's been tested. There's been a lot of problems with stucco in the past, and all these homes we did passed the test. There is no water intrusion. It works out great. This home started off as kind of a light yellow color, and since then, new owners have moved in and they've painted it all white and black. I like the new color. It looks timeless. What we did on this house for the drive is you have to drive around this way to the back to make the front not look like all concrete and parking. We actually had in the middle was like a tree, and looks like since then they've taken it out. But we've outlined it with a stamp colored concrete to give a sense of a circle for the cars to arrive, just like the Service One guy has done. there's no reason for anybody to turn around and drive around to the back of the house. Also, we've elevated around the curb, given a berm so you don't see the concrete from the street. That's another trick that you can do to hide it. But all in all, that little balcony is fake, and this is a master over here and all the bedrooms upstairs. So this is called a story and a half. Yeah, I'll drive by it, that one. And then I have another cool one. I built this one, can't really see it, but here's one real cool that I want to show you on the way out. I built this one people would love, not this one, but the next one. It's a cottage.
Oh, yeah.
Let's see if you can see it with, I'll slow down. They did trim up the trees.
Yeah, that looks really cool.
Yeah, that's the
Dude, I
same.
wish I got more homes that looked like yours when I shoot houses.
Yeah, aren't they cool?
Yeah.
And then here's one more that's a ranch right here. This is another ranch. All right, guys, here's another ranch style. Very traditional. It's got a combination of stucco, stone, paint, and brick. Who'd ever thought all four of those would look so well together? I think it looks great. Do you guys? All right, guys, this is just a few of the homes that I had built in this neighborhood with the same floor plan. There's a lot more that I built around the city, but I wanted to give you a little taste to give you a sense of if you like a floor plan, you can change the outside of it. I always say it's no different than changing your clothes. Your body's the same, just put a different outfit on it. So you start with the core floor plan you like, and then work with the draftsmen, architects, and they can come up with all different kinds of cool stuff. That way your house does not look like your neighbor's. So let me know what you guys think of all this. If you want to see some more of what I built around town, I've been doing it for almost 40 years, built probably close to 600 homes. I love them all. I can't believe it's been that many. It goes fast. So thanks for watching. I hope you like it. I'm Brad the Builder, and I'll see you guys on the next job site. Okay, I'm taking a little break. I got a buddy of mine that has a helicopter, so he said, hey, if you want to go for a ride? So I'm like, sure. So here I am. He's flying in, and he's learning to fly, but he has his own helicopter. So that's a good thing. I don't have a helicopter, and my wife's not too crazy about flying them. So right now I just sit in the back and enjoy the ride, and she sits at home and watches TV. Even with helicopters, you still have to land into the wind. That's really critical, because if the wind's at your tail, it makes your tail a little squirrely. It's called weathercocking. That's what it's called. So the helicopter always finds the wind. So we get down, he's going to stay over the runway, then taxi. This is called an air taxi. It works on his precision, so he's learning to fly. And when he comes over here, it's important for us to stay clear, but when we load a helicopter when it's running, you always enter from the front. Stay away from the tail. That's where people get in trouble. Yeah. I hope you guys liked that as much as I did. That's a lot of fun. I wish I could fly that guy's helicopter, but it's too advanced. So someday I got to keep practicing.